See, the Indians, American Indians, there's two sides of the continent, The American Indians, you like trade winds, different voices and languages. So check it out. Trade winds RV. That's a turbo diesel. Diesel is also an alternative fuel. Save the planet and stuff. You can make it out of vegetable oil. The National RV, man. It's like a resurrection vehicle. Here we go. Now, a certain Hopegram, Hopegram, like Telegram. She and I know we had a deal with the sheriff. We made special deal in private. Said, hey, we want to teach a Hopegram a valuable lesson, something she'll remember for all time. So we say, for all time and for old time's sake, you're like butterfly, like little cocoons. They turn into butterflies, and they fly ever so graciously. Sometimes they need a little fitness, but C2. See, you C2. That's the wisdom's all around. Even if you catch it on the flip side, it starts with an S for salvation, saving. See, Hope's Closet, thrift, and then. When we say I'm on 11, it's like a one-to-one with God. Everybody should have conversation with God every now and then. And we'll go. Mr. Kirk used to work for a gun factory. Jonathan Arthur Signer. Even the Jewish people try to save people. So instead of making those guns shoot the regular big round bullets causing lots of damage, well, maybe they just go to the target range and practice with 22s. Then maybe eventually, when they get around to it, like Captain James Kirk said, hey son, remember, this is around to it. We'll get around to it, That's the church of 11. See? The leavened bread. Now if you back up, you'll get the church of 11. That's one-to-one love with God, Hey, did you have a one-to-one with God today? I said, I don't know. Maybe they need a 22, the nation's 22. He says, 22? Well, that's like a bunch of ideas rattling around in your brain until you rattle around something that's good. They forgot we used to give babies little rattlers. They shake them. Beware of the rattlesnakes in the desert, because there ain't much out there. So we got to build something. And I says, well, have you checked out the church of even the 22? There was a fire movie about church, and the engine number 22, because they weren't sure if they could get over the hill. They trained a mountain, from a molehill. And it's like a molehill? Yeah, there's a molehill. They tried to turn into a mountain. So, we started digging tunnels through them so we could have tunnel expresses. And they were like, whoa, we got a bunch of storms. So they're like, well, maybe we put a tunnel under the water. And then we did that, and we were like, maybe we'll build submarines, put them underwater for some peace and quiet when we need to think. Sort of like the Philadelphia experiment, when we did the Constitution. And it says, well, hey, some people say, E-I-E-I-O, when they're singing the Air Force One song, rapping and stuff. Well, that's educational information. So if you turn it around, you go, hey, informed education brings you to the church of 11, man. That's a one-to-one. When you start putting space, time, technology, and quantum mechanics together, you could get lost out there. So you should probably leave that to the geniuses. And you trust us, we trust you, and we'll make you a system you'll not believe. Even with a 22 bullet, the Jewish people said, don't shoot the messenger. See, those cliches actually have meaning. Maybe sometimes you need to talk to an Indian.